also staying on the ground, trying to come up to the left side. Met at the line of scrimmage by the Griswold defense. No gain.
By the Griswold defense. Loss of a yard on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 11 for the Bears.
Slam the door. Every day we see you. It's good. What's going on?
So it's 2nd down and 11. Stonington hands it off again, goes to the left side. Brought down hard on the far side. Looks like another loss of 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 12. Stonington.
Tackle the right side of the defense. It's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Bears.
What's the matter? It's not automatically your phone. Why they have to drive an hour drive to pick you up?
Up the middle. Maybe brought it up to the original line of scrimmage on that carry.
Handoff to number 57, Gabe Torella, tackled by number 6, Logan D'Amico.
That was Gabe Torella with the carry.
That's going to be
able to get it to the original line of scrimmage. 4th down and 10 for the Bears. They do get the punt off. Sails across midfield. Mason Mills was deep for the Wolverines. That's going to be down by Stonington. It'll be 1st down and 10. Griswold from their own 42-yard line. So Griswold able to make a defensive stop after scoring on their turnover against Stonington in their first possession.
Callie's house is all the way in Lisbon. It's 3:30. It's going to take you an hour to get there. No, but it's not. I'm sure it'll take you home a different way.
So handoff here to the left side. That's Jackson D'Amico. All the way down the sideline for the 2nd touchdown for Griswold. Touchdown, Griswold, Jackson D'Amico.
Well, the battle of the undefeateds. It looks like Griswold is making a statement right away.
Right by the D'Amico brothers. Logan with the 1st touchdown, Jackson with the 2nd. So Mason Mills will attempt the extra point from the kick here again. He gets it up, and it's through.
And the extra point is good.
So just like that here in the first quarter, 5:51 left to play. Your score, Griswold 14, Stonington 0.
Well, it was a quick 14 points.
Yeah, it's happened very fast in less than 5 minutes. Griswold's put up 2 touchdowns. Has a turnover that they turned around and scored that first touchdown on. Then had a big defensive stand, held Stonington deep inside their own territory. Started out with excellent field position that they just scored on again by that run by Jackson D'Amico down the left side. So there's the kickoff. And it gets past both deep for the Stonington. Number 23 comes up with it. That's Austin Center. And he's going to go down inside the 10-yard line. So Stonington.
Go Wolverines.
Yeah, sometimes you got to reboot your stream.
Uh-huh. I'm going to skip right by that one. There's head coach Greg Howard out there talking to his coaches up on top of the box up here. You can see who he's talking to.
Yeah. He said, I can't hear what you're saying. Your teeth are chattering.
Yeah. (14-0). The Bears have the ball deep inside of Wolverine territory.
So they were down a player there on Stonington. Whoop. All right, the line coach should be all over that. Stonington coming to the right side, cuts back inside. They're still on their feet. Cross
He's
the
going.
20, 25.
Ooh, nice run.
Number 57,
Gabe Torella.
Tackled by number 7, Mason Mills.
So I think he's going to be
And that is good for your Stonington Bears.
a running back to
First
reckon with
down.
the rest of this afternoon.
The only thing stopping Torella going all the way was Mason Mills. So a good thing he was there.
Yeah, he was almost the last line of defense there for Griswold.
Bunch of the Griswold faithful on the other side.
So Cole Scahill gets his number
number 7,
called on
Cole
that
Scahill.
one. He's able to make it up to the 30-yard line, so a
By
pickup
number
of 1 on that
56.
play. Yeah, 56. I don't have a 56 on my roster either for Griswold. So I'm thinking that's the redshirt freshman with the tackle on that one. So they go back to Torella, and he's met in the backfield and tackled for a loss.
Handoff to number 57, Gabe Torella. Quickly tackled by number 4, Aiden DiGiacomo.
Yeah, Aiden DiGiacomo with the tackle.
Loss of a few yards on
A little bit of a tongue twister for you there, huh,
1,
John?
2, 3, 4. Right.
14
Loss of
Bears.
5 on that play. Brings up 3rd and 14. DiGiacomo.
We got 12 on the field. There you go.
So spreading it out here on 3rd down for the Bears.
3rd and long. Going to go to the air.
And it's going to fall incomplete.
That was almost like a halfway Hail Mary.
Pass intended for number 10, Cole
It
Dubois.
did almost make it to
Incomplete.
midfield. Looking for Cole Dubois on that field, but it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. There is a flag on the
We
play.
got roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer against Griswold. Big penalty right there.
That's going to be a 15-yard penalty. And an automatic first down.
So that'll put the ball on the 40-yard line, and it'll give Stonington a first down on the penalty. So first down and 10 Bears from their 40-yard line. Huge penalty against Griswold on that play. Instead of 4th and long, Stonington's 1st and 10 up near midfield. Sticking with 4 wideouts. One back from the shotgun. Looking to put it up again. Pockets collapsing. They get it away. He has a receiver at
First down.
midfield. That's number 84, Brady Marr.
Now Mar, if he didn't go out of bounds, and if he could have turned to the corner there, it could have been all the way to the end zone for him.
Yeah, he got a little assistance there getting out of bounds by the Griswold defense. But yeah, you're right. If he could have turned that corner and made it, he'd have gone a long, long way, if not into the end zone. But he does pick up another Stonington first down. It's going to be first down and 10 Bears from the Wolverines' 46-yard line. Hand off to number 10.
Kiki almost had him. Kiki's still chasing him, but he goes out of bounds.
But Cole Dubois, little juking and jiving, able to get positive yardage, but it does look like there's a flag on the play on the far side.
Kiki boys, he just kept chasing him. He almost had him twice, both behind the line of scrimmage.
Blocking the back by the Bears. So that positive yardage by Dubois is going to come off.
That's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
So it'll be
still second down.
Second and 20 for Stonington now from their 44-yard line.
We're going to repeat first down.
So they go back to the ground. There was a nice stick.
Hand off to number 7,
DiGiacomo.
Cahill. Quickly tackled by number 4, Aiden DiGiacomo.
So it's still second and quite a few for Stonington.
No pressure. They go back to the ground, trying to go to the left side. Immediately met and wrapped up.
Hand off to number 7, Cole Scahill. Quickly tackled by number 6, Logan D'Amico.
Looked like Jackson D'Amico in on that tackle. So the D'Amico's getting it done on offense and defense early in this ball game. 8th graders at Griswold Middle School. Timeout Stonington. I think that was to avoid the delay of game penalty.
Talk about game zipping right along.
Where are we at?
$1:34 to go in the first. Griswold had, really 2 quick scores, really to start things up.
It was like 4:49.
Yeah.
4 minutes and 49 seconds. They had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'll tell you, both teams knew. They both knew that they were both coming in undefeated, that the other team was also undefeated. So somebody needed to make a statement quick and fast.
It's going to be like who wants it more kind of thing.
Yeah.
And, Stonington, actually this game was supposed to be in Griswold. We've talked about it earlier. But the field was in no condition to play. Stonington graciously said, hey, bring us down here. Stonington High School allowed this game to be played here at their field. So it's a Griswold home game being played at Stonington.
Yeah, you got to give it to Greg Howard, Brian Marone, who's the athletic director at Stonington High. I'm sure he had a lot. Intercepted!
Oh!
Pass is intercepted by number 26.
Yeah, that was Zicki.
Michael Zicki.
Michael Wazicki with the interception. Huge interception right there, especially brings the ball back to midfield. First down and 10, Griswold. So turnovers and penalties playing big so far in this ball game. So Griswold with backs and receivers all over the place. Mills goes in motion. Toss to the right. That's DiGiacomo.
There he goes.
Cut in the corner.
There
Cuts
he
to the inside.
See you later.
10-5. Touchdown, Griswold.
Handoff to number 4, Aiden DiGiacomo is good for Griswold. Touchdown.
Well, I don't know if I saw this coming.
No.
Not like this.
So DiGiacomo with a touchdown there. So somebody not named D'Amico with a touchdown so far in this ball game.
So for 20-0. And the extra point is up.
It's up. Ooh, did it clear? No, it didn't.
And the extra
So the extra point's no good. But Griswold goes up 20-0 over Stonington. We're still in the first, right, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Because I can't see that clock.
Let me see. We are, 120 to go.
120.
I did not at all think that we were going to see a 20-0 ball game in the first.
No, I mean, with Stonington coming in 5-0, Griswold coming in 5-0, these teams are undefeated for a reason. And for Griswold to come in here and put up 3 touchdowns here in the first quarter against Stonington, which relatively seems with relative ease, is a little bit surprising. But we've noticed that there's been some miscommunication on the Stonington sideline. They've had some personnel substitution issues. They started out with too few men on the field, then they had one too many on the field. So that's number 23 trying to juke and jive Austin Center.
Yeah, he wasn't getting away from Logan D'Amico, though.
No, he gave D'Amico just enough time to come and wrap him up and get the tackle. Sometimes you just got to run north and south. That east and west ain't going to get you there.
Mm-hmm. And that's how you do.
So it'll be first down and 10 Bears from their own 28-yard line.
I'm standing up now for the rest of the day. I've been sitting all day.
They're coming to the ground. And they're not going to make it very far. Nicholas Larkin with the initial contact on that tackle. But Stonington able to pick up 1 on the play, makes it second down and 9.
You know what's funny is that a lot of these kids now, the talent goes here, there, and everywhere when it comes to high schools now. There's much more of a demand, for kids to go to one school or another school. Sometimes there's a lot of peer pressure that comes along with that as well. You imagine these kids just feeding strictly into Griswold High School? How many times have we talked about that over the last couple of years? We've talked about it a lot. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about, Griswold back in the 70s, and I sound like a broken record because I say this almost every single week, but in the 70s, mainly in the 70s, creeping into the 80s, it was a dynasty. Griswold was the team, in the QVC back then.
Right, I heard back in the Nixon and Ford administrations, Griswold was quite the powerhouse.
and the Lyndon B. Johnson.
But that brings us to the end of the first quarter. So your score is Griswold 20, Stonington nothing. It will be Stonington football when we come back for the second quarter.
Now, it was, the same thing with basketball as well. It's the same exact thing. We're talking about an absolute powerhouse Griswold was. And now, kids have an option, which is, good for the kids, where they can go they have multiple choices where they can go to school. It's almost like getting recruited for college.
In a way, yeah.
But if these kids stayed in their own hometown, if they did, I'm not saying you need to or whatever. Yeah, you need to. But I mean, it would be cool. You imagine the feeder program and the kids that would be able to play at Griswold just from coming out of Griswold youth football.
Yeah, no, I mean, Griswold youth football has and continues to be somewhat dominant here in the Southern New England Youth Football Conference. They're continuing it again this year. We're seeing it here with the seniors against this undefeated Stonington team. But yeah, like you said, there's lots of options for our young student athletes coming up, and there's got to be something that attracts them and keeps them here. You know, the hometown loyalties when it gets to that level due to the different programs and availabilities that are out there is sometimes probably just not enough to keep them in the school.
I mean, imagine if,
Kiki Boyce coming in, gets in the hit, but not before the pass is let off, but it does fall incomplete.
I mean, there are lots of kids, you know. I mean, like, for example, Bo Gear's kid, you know, just special, you know. I mean, so, of course, you know, him going to the school that he goes to. But let's just imagine he was at Griswold. Let's just imagine Soren Reef stayed at Griswold. Where would they be? They would be the powerhouse.
Well, you would think. I mean,
you imagine that. Matching that up with Cade Rubino and Kessler and a whole host of others.
So you better touch before it goes back across midfield. So Stonington with the punt able to get the ball at midfield. So it'll be first down and 10 Griswold from the 50-yard line. Yeah, there certainly would be a difference, and if you start adding up some of those individual players, because I don't think any one player is really going to make that big a difference in the whole.
No, but there's more than one.
But yeah, but if you start to add that, the aggregate of all those players, now you really start looking at something special.
So that's the angle I was taking at. Now, you're right. There isn't one kid. You know, it's like last year. You know, Griswold had a rough season, right? And then Kessler came in and played a couple of games, and he did very well. You know, and he did change things up, but it didn't change the record, and it didn't give them extra wins or anything like that.
Right.
So.
No.
Well, look who's there.
That's Mark McGuire going to the outside.
McGuire! See ya.
And he's in the touchdown. Touchdown! Griswold, number 17, Mark McGuire.
How do you like that, Mark's parents all the way in Alaska? It's good.
So we are 27 seconds into the second quarter. Griswold with another touchdown, their fourth touchdown of the ball game.
Yeah. I didn't see this coming at all. I mean, this Griswold team, I was telling you, remember? They're just special. They're a good team. And
that kick is up.
It is good.
And it's good.
And the extra point is good.
So put another couple points on the board.
28.
So it's 9:33 left to play in the first half. It's Griswold 28, Stonington 0.
Now I thought we were gonna see a game that was gonna be 20-17, you know, or 20-14.
Yeah, you would think like you said,
21-20.
When I first showed up and you said that this Stonington team was also undefeated. Now knowing these players and have watched these players, I mean some of these players since they were T-ball baseball players, and then watching them when they played 8U, 10U, 12. I mean, watching these kids since they put on football pads. This is a special group that's in this seniors team right now. But coming against a 5-0 Stonington team, I thought it would be a little bit different than what we're seeing so far here in the first half.
I mean, Stonington's not really able to move the ball.
But there is a flag on the play. That was Austin Center with the carry.
We got a flag on the kickoff.
Then again, it hasn't really been easy for Stonington to move the ball in any of the games today against any of these Griswold squads.
We got a block in the back on Stonington.
And when you're down 28-0, you can't hurt yourself with stupid penalties.
No, just like that. You gotta play smarter when you're down, and you still have a lot of ball game left to play. There's still an entire second half, most of the second quarter left to play. These self-inflicted injuries are not going to help you at all.
Especially the silly ones. You know, that really just don't need to happen.
Right. This is when back
the
when
ones you can control.
When I played, the coach grabs your face mask and tells you in very colorful language to get your head out of somewhere and get back in the ball game. So Stonington trying to break it to the outside. Looks like they're going to make it. That's number 10, Cole Dubois. He's going to cross the 40 to the 42, but that will be enough for a Stonington first down.
Zicki just kind of roped him with his right arm and just spun him down. So gently, I might add. Gently and very, very sportsmanlike.
Oh, all right. It's a kinder, gentler defense.
Oh, so let me ask you: when you were playing football and you had coach colorfully speaking to you as you were saying,
right.
You mean you didn't have a parent complain?
No, because coach would have probably told them the same thing.
What would happen in this day and age?
If a coach were to talk to a player like that?
Yeah, what would happen?
Oh, probably all hell would break loose.
Yeah, lawsuits.
So that'll be 2nd and 3 for Stonington from midfield. That was Dubois once again on the carry. No, yeah, actually, you coaches kind of had carte blanche on the football field. That was their kingdom, their domain.
That's right. And I bet your coach wasn't named Karen either.
No. We had Garys and Bobs.
Oh, look at oh! Is that the job?
Big tackle for a loss. So Austin Center got his number called. And DiGiacomo said, I'll put you down at the 40.
It was like a Roman Reigns spear.
He's the head of the table.
He's the head of the table, the tribal chief. So, 3rd and about 13, 14, huh?
I'd say so.
Let's see what happens. Kiki, man, he's flag.
And DiGiacomo once again on the tackle, but Kiki with the big pressure.
Kiki's very aggressive today. I think he's more aggressive than I've seen him on in any of the games. That's another hurtful penalty.
Hold against Stonington. Ooh, my goodness gracious.
It just seems like Stonington's just not in the ball game today. It's just like they're not here.
No. And this is why all football coaches are bald.
I mean, everybody has a bad day. You know, and I think Stonington right now, they're having a bad day.
And you have a bad day. So Stonington lining up to punt once again here on 4th and long. Ooh!
Almost.
Barely got that off.
So it was about a 2-yard punt.
They call that an Australian punt. It was boomeranging back towards them. And the PA announcer's getting fired up over there. Oh, my
goodness. Apparently, the PA announcer is now the line coach.
She's the general manager. She's making personnel changes and decisions up here.
She's trying to make free agent signings halfway through a game.
But it's 1st down and 10 Griswold from the Stonington 41-yard line.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Christmas movie.
It is not.
Liam Cassidy gets it off. Ooh, had a receiver wide open, but it falls incomplete. That was Cameron LeClaire that was open in the flat.
Just out of reach.
Yeah, no, but if I'd have ever called any of my coaches Bob or Gary, I'd probably still be running to this day. They were only known by coach, fill in the last name blank, right?
It's kind of like that Iran, right? That song Iran. You know what? I ran so far away. That guy's still running. Nobody knows where he ran to.
No. And that's how they came up with cross country.
Knew it.
There's a handoff to D'Amico right there on the left side. Woo! He gets brought up by
You got
couple of
merry-go-round.
Bears.
You got merry-go-round there.
Gave Torello one of those.
Number 21, Jackson D'Amico with the carry, tackled by number 57, Gabe Torella. Be 3rd and 8 for the Wolverines.
Still a lot of time in this ball game. Lots of time.
That's why Stonington really can't get too down and get out of this ball game mentally right now. There is
It's only the
still a
second
lot
quarter.
of football to be played. Direct snap.
To Giacomo.
He cuts across.
Kick go! Holy
Oh my
moly!
goodness gracious! He kicked in an afterburner and he was gone. Not a flag on the field. Touchdown, Griswold, number 4. Aiden
Giacomo.
Giacomo with his second touchdown of the ball game.
This is honestly, this is an onslaught and a statement.
Right.
This is a statement today.
But I think somebody's been watching Top Gun Maverick and
Did
kicked
you
in
see
the
that
afterburner.
Giacomo
Just
go? Holy moly!
It's put down.
And
The kick is through.
It's good.
So that's going to be another 2 points. So 6:48 left to play in the second half. And it's already Griswold 36, Stonington 0.
Do you realize we're already looking at a running clock?
We are. With 6 minutes left in the second quarter running clock. Against an undefeated Stonington Bear football team.
It's a statement. This one is a statement.
I'm
But
surprised.
don't stop believing.
Don't stop. Oh,
That's why I said it, because I heard it.
man. Oh, she was already playing.
Yeah, I didn't manifest it. I mean, it was already playing.
Well, I thought you were really cool, but now I know that she's the cool one.
Journey, with or without Steve Perry?
With.
Good. All right, good.
Thanks.
36-0. It's going to be a running clock. And here come the Bears.
So Field is
They
at the
need to
25.
the scoreboard.
And he's going to get brought down at the 25. He ran about 15 yards up and down the 25, but he didn't go forward. So once again, that east-west not helping Stonington out on their kickoff return.
So at this, because we have a change of possession, the only time the clock will stop now, if it's still a 30-plus point deficit, is for an injury timeout or change of possession. Otherwise, you can't run out of bounds, or you can't spike the ball. You can't do anything.
It'll keep going.
Clock will just keep going.
So the clock will resume upon snap of the football here. 1st and 10, Stonington from their own 25-yard line. And they're going to keep it on the ground.
Really? Not to the ground.
Number 7, Cole Scahill.
Pickup of about 1 on the play makes it 2nd down and 9. So I like it when they cross the 25 because it gets back into my field of view.
I'll get out of the way. I still can't get over. I mean, how fast Giacomo just kicked it into.
It's like he got to the line of scrimmage where that hole was opened up and just went to another level.
Yeah.
So that's Benjamin Thomas with the carry.
Benjamin Thomas, stopped by number 52, Kaimani Boyce.
So Kiki with the tackle on that
Kiki
play.
Boyce.
About 1 yard out of the play.
So it'll be loss of 1, 3rd and 10 for the Bears. Still on their 25-yard line. We've got some defensive substitutions for Griswold.
Tristan Austin, number 32 in the ballgame.
So handoff up the middle, going to the other side, but very much the same result. Oh, we got some extracurriculars going in the backfield here.
They're throwing hands.
71 and 50. That's Jack Lewis for Stonington
Nicholas Larkin,
and Nick Larkin for Griswold.
and they're getting tossed.
You got to keep it together. That's uncalled for right there on both sides. I can understand the frustration on the Stonington side, but that's not going to be acceptable at any level.
Oh, that'll stop the clock, too.
So there's the two personal fouls, one against Griswold, one against Stonington.
I'm assuming both these young men have been
Well, they
ejected.
did not.
I didn't see any ejections.
They left the field. I think that may have been coach-induced. They're both on the sidelines for their teams, but they're both still on the sidelines for both teams.
I don't even see. I'm going to go back and watch the tape at some point, but I didn't even see how that began.
So we're still going to have some discussions between the referees here. But it did look like a little bit of pushing that turned into some swinging, and that's where you really start getting into the problem.
And why are you doing that? 'Cause you're not going to hurt anybody with full pads and helmets.
Trying to get that punt off, and it's not going to happen. Punter's tackled in the backfield. Who was that, 51?
That's D'Amico, 21.
That was 21? Oh, my goodness
Jackson.
gracious. D'Amico's all over the place.
First 10 Wolverines and Bears.
So with that turnover on downs, it'll be first down and 10 Griswold deep inside Stonington territory.
So Nicholas Larkin is on the sidelines over there for the Wolverines. He has his helmet off, as does number 71, Jack Lewis. Whatever happened, it happened. You know what? Sometimes in athletics, when you have people that are really, really competitive, it can get to a boiling point. We know this. You don't want it to happen, but unfortunately it does, and I think it's just the nature of the beast.
So Mills goes in motion. Griswold was in a single back set, but fumble on the snap.
Against Stonington.
Offsides on Stonington. So really, once again, the mental lapses with the Bears here today. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty, make it first down and 5. Griswold from the Stonington 20.
It's true. I just heard from on the other side the Bears are very frustrated. They're not in this game at all right now. They need to settle down for a while.
It's almost like they need to have halftime happen.
See, there you go.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Griswold. Number 21, Jackson D'Amico. So
it was Jackson D'Amico on the run.
D'Amico with his second touchdown of this ball game.
I mean, I honestly, I really feel for Stonington right now because they're all kind of frazzled and shattered right now.
And you know they're a better football team than what we're seeing.
Absolutely. The kick is up. And
And that's
No
not
good.
going to be any good, but we still have 1:37 left to play here in the first half, and it's Griswold 42, Stonington 0.
But it's true. You know that they're a better You're not 5-0
By accident.
by
right.
accident, right? I mean, they're just having, unfortunately, a really bad day, as a team. And that's athletics, man.
It happened. I can't sit here and honestly tell you that I never got into a situation like
Sure.
that as a player.
Me either. There's, I don't think there's anybody that really has, that put their heart and soul in athletics, and been a competitor and never thought about, all of a sudden getting real heated, during a certain situation. Not saying that we condone it, because it happens, but it does happen. It's just a human part of the game.
There's a big boot. Austin Center picks it up. Oh, and goodness gracious, Jackson D'Amico comes in here and cleans house.
Number 23, Austin Center, picking up the ball. Quickly tackled by number 21, Jackson D'Amico.
So Stonington will get the ball. 1st and 10 from, is that the 24?
That's what it looks like, yeah. 23. This first half cannot end fast enough for the Stonington Bears. Maybe they'll go into, into the quote-unquote proverbial locker room, at halftime, and, maybe Coach Howard can help them put it together a little bit.
Darth Remo with that tackle.
That.
11,
Remo Ayazia.
Yeah. Haven't called that name in a while.
Yeah. This is going to be the last play of the first half. There's 15 seconds to go.
And then, almost off the charts for math. And I'm like, so what are you doing for math? And they're like, well, he doesn't need help with math. He needs to set the math.
So trying to get around to the outside. Nothing happening out there.
Ayazia with the tackle. All right, so a very chippy first half, John.
It was, but you know what? I like to, as much as we can't condone fighting on the field, and it's really, you got to keep your head, especially from the Griswold player, because you're so far ahead in this ball game. I understand the frustration with Stonington. I like to see the fire in the fight.
Yeah.
So hopefully Stonington can put it together here at halftime. They can come back and start putting some points on the board for themselves.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe that team they'll all kind of get around the kid, and next thing you know, they come out and they're the 5-0 Stonington Bears. That we know that they are right now. Right now, though, it's been a statement. It's been a statement by the Wolverines, and we'll have to wait and see. All right, so we'll be back for the second half of action. This is the Battle of the Undefeated. It's Griswold and the Stonington Bears. They're both 5-0. Unfortunately, someone's going to take an L for the first time this year. But right now, Griswold is in full control of this game, 42-0. Be back for the second half. John and I, right here on SNSN.
Okay, again, lower as you lift. I want you to take a moment, and I want you to look each other in the eyes. I want you to put each other in your hearts forever. Because forever is about to happen here just a few minutes. I got my hands in the stands, my team on my back, my family in my heart. I put my city on the map. See, I'm cool with my school, but I know I can do better. I checked the mail yesterday and now college and
All right, welcome back to Stonington, everybody. Well, Mr. Harden.
Yes, sir.
I did a little investigation at halftime, talking to a couple of the officials that are on the field, and speaking to the little fight that we saw.
Little extracurricular
right,
activity.
between number 71, Jack Lewis, and number 50, Nicholas Larkin of Griswold. One of the things that we said in here is that we didn't see any kind of no ejection. Nobody got it, and they were going. They were going at it.
They were. If this was the ACC, they'd have both been gone.
Yeah. But what I was told is that they weren't ejected, but they were told that they can't come back into this game. If they're officially ejected, then they're out next week.
Right.
And all four of the refs said that's not good for any kid. Mm-hmm. To go ahead and penalize them. And I think they all agreed to that. Stonington is just very frustrated right now. They came in 5-0. As did Griswold. This was getting hyped up as this could have been a possible playoff Super Bowl game between the two.
Yeah, no, Coach McFadden was actually he was concerned about the Stonington Ball Club coming into this ball game.
So to get kind of, I hate to say it, but blown out in the first half, 42-0. That's got to be a real ego leveler for a team that has pretty much had no problem up until this week.
No, but this is you're really going to see the character of your ball team. When you're down in a situation like this, when this team comes back in the second half, we're really going to see what Stonington's made of.
Mm-hmm. And Stonington coaches, they have some great leadership, with Greg Howard, at the helm. So I saw him talking to Jack Lewis.
You did not see him doing the other thing.
No, not at all. But he was talking
Steve Miller was down by the concession.
Steve Miller was down there, along with Willie Nelson. But
you knew I'd pick up on that.
I knew you did. and I saw him trying to calm down his player. And it certainly looks like he's in better mood right now. So hopefully later on, they'll be able to shake hands and cooler heads will prevail.
And there's Mark McGuire fielding the kickoff, but there is a flag thrown by the back judge. Well, I guess we only have 4. We don't really have a back judge. We have a referee and an umpire.
Because, I don't know if you agree or disagree, but I think that whole situation was really perpetrated on just a lot of frustration on what's happening with the Stonington team having a horrible, horrible day.
Sure, yeah. If you're, in a good mood, you're really not, going to get into that type of situation. But also as a player, not saying who started it or who's not, but, whoever's going to defend themselves against the other. You're not just going to stand there and take it.
Right.
But that looks like they got, the rest of the afternoon off. Mm-hmm. And hopefully they can keep themselves under control. It looks like 71 because we can see him here close to the sidelines. At least the facial expression has softened some. So.
And here's the thing. They're just kids. They're just little kids. People get hyped and they get parents get really, really, into the game and everything. But honestly, I don't have a kid in the game, so I don't really have any skin in the game. But they're just kids. They're just 12-year-old kids.
pickup of about 2 on the carry.
Handoff to number 11, Remo. Tackled by
Second
number
down
7,
and 8,
Greenhill.
Griswold.
Remo Ayazia. That's right. Maybe Cole Fantastic will get in the game.
That would be fantastic.
That would be fantastic. He's a good boy, that kid. You know, he got here before I did.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And he was like, hey, can I help you?
That's even cooler right there. So battling right there, that looked like that was Keegan Leanna with that kid.
Yeah, look at
Number
that.
8, Keegan Leanna with the carry. Tackled by number 18, Nate Howard.
So we have had a change in camera person here in the second half, and it's Keegan's mom.
No? Really? That was Keegan's mom?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Very nice. I hope they get to split the money.
So Griswold keeping it on the ground, going up the middle.
I wonder if they're even going to keep Cassidy in the entire game. You know, at quarterback. You know, at this point, maybe give somebody else a shot to take a look, get a couple looks.
So that's the one thing I don't know the depth chart of this team this year. Who is the second QB for this Griswold team?
Honestly, I think it's Mason.
Is it Mason?
I think it is, yeah. But I wouldn't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's Mason Mills, but you know, I have absolutely no scientific knowledge of that to make that decision.
But it is 4th down and 1 for Griswold here to start the second half. They go hand up the middle, try to come up that left side. Did they get there? Looks like they're going to give him forward progress for the first down. So Griswold able to convert.
Number 11, Keegan Leanna with the Remo with the carry.
I think our boy Cole Fantastic is in the game. Number 61. He's there.
61 Cole Birmingham.
He is there. Cole Fantastic.
Toss to the left side. That is Mason Mills. He's looking for a lane here to the outside, but the Bears are closing in quickly. A flag comes flying in from the side. But that was Landon
Number
Kozlowski.
7, Mason Mills with the carry. Tackled by number 16.
Is it the first time we saw Mason carry the ball today?
No, he carried one
on
in
the
the
offense.
just a couple of carries ago.
This team is just so packed with talent.
They are this grade level. If you go back and watch some of these same players, you name the sport, whether it was Little League Baseball, middle school basketball last
Right.
year, youth football last year, youth football so far this year.
That's a virtual who's who.
This grade level right here is packed with athletes.
Elizu De Jesus is in the game. Good to see some new names.
So going to the outside,
So Cassidy
that's
kept it,
Liam Cassidy.
and he got nowhere.
Called his own number.
We have had some fantastic camera people today.
That's great.
They've done a wonderful job. There's been I think 2 or 3 different.
That was number 12, Liam Cassidy with the carry. Tackled by number 13, Brady Minor.
No, because that's always
Hey, the camera person is your eyes when you're watching this game,
Right.
and
it's much more difficult to get a camera person than you may think.
oh, I know.
So
First
Griswold
down.
staying on the ground again, getting forward progress past the 35, looks to the 37.
Tristan Austin.
Number 32, Tristan Austin with the carry. Tackled by the inside of the Bears defense. The third and about 6 yards to go for the Wolverines.
So Griswold not wasting any time in the huddle before they break and come back up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 6. Spins out of one tackle, spins
He's
out of the
still going.
second tackle, but second effort.
Cameron LeClaire just kept going. He wasn't going to go down.
No, it's going to take a little more than just an arm tackle to bring down LeClaire on that one. But he is tackled for a loss. It'll be 4th down and 11 for Griswold.
Loss of about 5 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th and 11 for the Wolverines.
Give it to Cole Birmingham.
The big man comes in as eligible. Give it to him. Hey, did you notice number 7 has gold cleats?
I know. Mason, or are you talking
No,
about?
right here. Who was that?
Oh.
Cole Scahill.
Wow, look at that. Matches his uniform. It's pretty dapper. There's Mills, almost got it in the background, but he's still moving ahead. Look at him go!
Zigzagging coming back here to the
He's
near
got a
field.
first down, and he is going to go all the way.
30. He's got one more tackle break. He cuts back to the inside. 10, 5. Did he make it in? Touchdown! Griswold, Mason Mills.
Handoff to number 7, Mason Mills is good for Wolverines touchdown.
So Mills adding his name to the Griswold touchdowns here this afternoon. That's his first.
Tell the entire stream how you really feel.
So Mason trying to put the exclamation point on his own touchdown. Falls down. Kick is off. Looks like it went wide left, so the extra point's no good. But 3:15 left in the 3rd quarter. It's Griswold 48, Stonington 0.
So I think the frustration is now kind of bled over to the the press box as well.
Yep. But definitely.
Now they're dropping expletives.
You're on a 10-second delay, right? Do you have a beeper button on the new box?
No, no. You just never know. When you're doing live broadcasting, you have to expect almost anything. And anything has almost pretty much happened today.
We've seen a little bit of everything.
Yeah, we have.
So the miscommunication with personnel assignments still affecting Stonington here in the second half. We had mentioned that before they went to halftime that they had some substitution issues early. But 10's probably glad he stayed in the ballgame instead of running off. He's the one that picked up the kickoff for the return. That's Cole Dubois.
Number 10, Cole Dubois, returning the ball. Gain of a few yards. Stonington will start with the ball on their own 45 yards.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from their own 46.
I don't know, but has the tone of the stadium announcer changed? Just a little bit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Just a tad.
Yeah, it's like ball was returned to the whatever. It's a frustration a go-go here in Stonington today.
So handoff right up the middle. And that is Cole Scahill. He picks up 4.
Griswold defense after
Second and 6, Stonington.
Be 2nd and 7 for the Bears.
So the spooky groans from the door are back.
Boy, with this wind and everything, I'm surprised we're getting any kind of a wireless internet signal. No, I'm serious. It's just been crazy.
Yeah, but if it was not a cloud in the sky and no wind, you'd be down.
Nice run there by number 12.
Benjamin Thomas. He picks up a Stonington first down.
And that's going to do it for your second Bears. First down.
So Stonington not giving up. Good thing to see.
That's good.
They're now in Griswold territory, 1st and 10 from the Griswold 42. Evan West under center. Handoff to Dubois. Looking to get to the outside. Bouncing. Oh, and he's going to be brought down from behind.
He was bouncing, then he got bounced.
Number 57, Ryder Gilman.
Ryder Gilman. There's another name.
Second down and 10 for Stonington. 16 wide to the right. Handoff to number 12. That's Benjamin Thomas. He cuts up. And he's brought down at the 37-yard line. Pickup of about 5 yards on the play. So the substitution still occurring for Griswold on the defensive side. So the one good thing about a game like this is a lot of players are going to start to see some playing time.
In the third quarter, got the Wolverines 48.
That is the end of the third quarter. Your score, Griswold 48, Stonington 0.
We have one more quarter to play today. And, well, it's been a day.
It has. We saw the Micros come out in the first game.
Yep.
They took it, what was that, 41 to nothing?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And then the juniors, what a back and forth that was. And it really came down. Stonington was coming on tough in the last waning moments of that ball game, but Griswold able to hold them off, increase their record to 4-2 on the season. And then the seniors game, which you've been watching right here, has been all Griswold. 6 touchdowns scored in the first half. 1 here in the second half. That was Mason Mills in the third quarter. That was his first touchdown of the ball game. And we're already in the fourth quarter. Griswold 48, Stonington 0. So it will be 3rd down and 5 for Stonington to start off the fourth quarter. They are inside Griswold territory. Ball's on the 37. Wide left for Stonington. Handoff goes to the right side. He's tripped up. Loss of about 1 on the play. Make it 4th down and 6.
there's two different games going on right now.
Okay.
Griswold's making a statement, saying we're the dominating team, and Stonington's just trying to say we're still relevant.
That's Brady Minor on the carry, bringing it deep into Griswold territory on that carry. That'll be a Stonington first down. Ball placed on the Griswold 19. Eddie Tardif with the tackle. So the Bears still battling here in the fourth quarter, looking for their first score. That's one thing. That's going to be more of a moral victory than anything, as Stonington calls a timeout.
We got a timeout on the field, Stonington.
They don't want to get blanked.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. And we know they're a better team than what we've seen today. You said it earlier. They didn't get to be 5-0 by accident.
No. And really, this game's a gut check for them. I think they're really going to learn a lot about themselves.
Mm-hmm. I think you're right. This may be a good thing for Stonington. No, really. I mean, you think about it. I mean, they're taking a proverbial whooping. But going forward, that could be a really good thing for them. It could be good for any team.
Could light a fire under them.
Exactly.
They come on like house of fire in the second half of this youth football season.
After today, they're going to be 5-1, right? They are still, a dominating team in these divisions.
That's Carson Wilson carrying it to the right side.
Hand off to number 40, Carson Wilson.
He picks up another Stonington first down.
So they're still a dominating team. So they're going to be in the playoffs. They might very well be in the Super Bowl.
5-1 is a fantastic
Exactly.
record. There's probably a lot of teams that wish they were 5-1.
Exactly. So you know what? It's kind of like, oh boy, I don't even know how to describe this, but when you're an actor and you have somebody else, like the good guy and the bad guy kind of scenario, like wrestling, for example, right? If the bad guy wins, usually the good guy comes out much stronger looking than they did before.
Versus the heel.
Exactly. And this right here, I think this will actually make it's hard to think of, but I think they're going to be a stronger team after
Evan
tonight.
West finds the end zone. So Stonington finds the end zone here in the fourth quarter. Evan West keeps it, goes around to the right side.
A little thunderstruck now in the background.
Stonington looking to make it a 48-7 ball game. Handoff was to number 15, Joshua McBain.
Is no good.
Doesn't quite see it.
Carried by number 15, Josh McCain.
But 7:08 left to play in the ball game. It's Griswold 48, Stonington 6. So Stonington lining up to kick it back off to Griswold after the Evan West touchdown. They're going deep. Fielded by Griswold. Cutting back here to the near side, and whoa! Gets taken out. That's Cole Scahill.
Number 17, Mark McGuire.
That was Mark McGuire on the return.
By number 7, Cole Scahill.
It will be first down and 10 Griswold from their own 40-yard line.
Their own 40-yard line.
Griswold breaking from the huddle, coming to the line of scrimmage. So Cassidy's still in there as quarterback. Hands it off. I think that was Keegan Leanna.
So, yeah.
Keegan Leanna with Terry, tackled by number
He's been in there a few times today.
8 of 6 yards on the play, 7 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 3.
So a pickup of 7 on that play makes it 2nd down and 3 for Griswold. From their own 47-yard line. There's the snap coming back here to the right side. Wrapped up, but not before they make it into Stonington territory. That was Tristan Austin with the carry. He picks up a Griswold first down. It'll be first down and 10 Wolverines from the Bears 47-yard line. Toss to the left. Michael Levesque with nowhere to go. Loss of about 1 on the play will bring down 2nd down and 11.
With the carry. Tackled by number 84, Brady R. Loss of about a yard on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 11 for Griswold.
Quick handoff up the middle. Brought down at the 44. That was number 27, Caleb Sellens on the tackle.
Number 11, Remo with the carry. Tackled by number
Remo
27,
Iazia
Caleb
with the carry.
Sellens.
Makes it 3rd down and 7, Griswold. Cassidy going to keep it, goes right up the middle. He's going to carry the pile down around the 35-yard line. Looks like it was downed on the 37, but that's enough for another Griswold first down.
Number 12, Liam Cassidy with the carry. Tackled by number 29, Quentin Logan, with help from number 55, Lane Moss.
So Griswold with a fresh set of downs here at 7.
Oh, 48-6. I mean, obviously, we've had a running block for Almost 70% of this ball game.
Yeah, since the second quarter.
Yeah.
Come back with a toss right. Trying to get to the
Flag.
outside. There is a flag. That's going to be against Griswold.
It's Darth Remo.
It's going to be
Face mask.
against the offense.
Oh my goodness, what was that?
I don't know, something up top, huh?
So it'll be a 5-yard variety.
Why did the clock stop?
Penalty, reset the ball.
I thought it was to injury timeout only.
They still got to reset the ball. He'll probably kick it on here in a second. There he goes.
Thank you. You're the clock master on the other side.
Right. So 2nd down and 15 for Griswold. Handoff to number 19. That's Cameron LeClaire.
Oh!
Was that Moss coming in again?
That was Lane Moss.
Handoff to number 30. Michael Levisu, tackled by number 55, Lane Moss.
So another tackle for a loss.
Lane Moss came to play.
Love it.
Nice. So, you know, that was good, clean, smash mouth football right there.
Yep, that's why you play the game right there.
It's like, I got you. All right, let's do it again.
So
25 seconds. This is going to be the last play of the game right here. I think they're just going to sit on it. I would think that's what they were going to do. Liam Cassidy is just going to take the victory right here. Well,
No, he's going to hand it off. That's Brandon Ackles with the carry.
Number 47, Brandon Ackles.
And then they're going to roll the clock for 3, 2, 1, and the game is over.
So
So that's your ball game. Griswold 48, Stonington 6.
Get a free hot dog and lemonade. Hot dog and lemonade for the football
What a ball
players and
game.
cheerleaders.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything that we expected, to be honest with you. It wasn't anything that we expected.
No, a little bit more one-sided than I think we
Yeah.
were anticipating.
But, you know, at the end of the day, I think this is a positive for Stonington. Because it didn't hurt them. You know what I mean? It didn't hurt them as far as the rankings are concerned.
No, and it's going to just hopefully motivate and inspire them going forward.
And 50 and 71 just walked right by each other.
Hey, sometimes that'll happen.
Yeah, well, you know.
You know, but if that's the worst thing that can happen post-ball game, that's
Yeah.
all right.
That's all right. They'll be fine. They'll be Snapchatting later.
What's your snap?
What's your snap? Yeah. Well, John,
Yes, sir.
nice day of football, huh?
It was. I mean, Griswold with the hat trick here.
Yep.
2 dominating wins. Juniors holding off a resurging Bears team in the juniors game. But no, it was exciting to be back out here.
Yep. Again, this is not going to hurt Stonington at all. Not one bit. Not one bit. Which is good. You know, I mean, if it was Griswold, if it was the other way around, I'd have said the same thing.
Yeah,
I would have said
absolutely.
the exact same thing.
You know, and like I said, 5-1
Yeah.
is a nice record.
Right. But I said, this is, you know, you don't want to see a couple of kids, you know, duking it out or anything like that. But this is something that I'm going to keep saying it. It's a good thing for Stonington. It was a good thing. It was a horrible loss, but it's a good thing, and it'll motivate them more going forward as they continue with the second half and getting into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
John, it was certainly a pleasure. I'm glad we got another date with Destiny to call games together this year.
We do.
And but that's going to do it for today. Like John said, the hat trick. John, take us home.
All right, you've been watching Griswold Youth Football here live on SNSN Radio. This is John Harden along with Mike Minarski. Until next time.